Hello YouTube, Beanie from the bedroom here, your guitar junkie. And I'm going to do verses today. And it's not going to be a good one. I'm going to start with this very expensive Epiphone Modern. This is Epiphone's different headstock. They went back to the original headstock on Epiphone when it was being produced or made out of Kalamazoo, Michigan. Back in the day when they used to make Epiphones and Gibson under the same roof. So this is a 2022 Epiphone Modern. Look at it in all its glory. So a close-up shot so you can compare one from the other. See the body on that? All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. This thing here has 22 basic nickel frets. It says that it's medium jumbo, but they are anything but medium jumbo. They're smaller and thinner than medium jumbo frets. And I'll show you in a minute, because the guitar that I'm going to be comparing this to in my verses has actual medium jumbo frets. So these are medium jumbo, I've said it before, jumbo frets are big fat frets. Medium jumbo or a little bit lower fat frets. And these are neither, or either one. These are thin and low. So I don't know what these are on here. They're very similar to the Fender frets, the 6502 or 6205. I don't remember. So with this here modern version of the Epiphone, you have the headstock that was brought back to life from the original. You have what they say is a Graphtec nut. Okay, it looks like it is. It doesn't look plastic. You've got 22, it just says 22 frets. It doesn't even say if they're nickel, but 22 standard frets, whatever they are, they're not medium jumbo. You have a ebony fingerboard with trapezoids in here, and they look plastic. You have your Bucker 2 and 3. I don't remember if they were burst Buckers, if they were blues Buckers, if they were Bucker, Muller Buckers, something in there, whatever they are, whatever the website says. I forget the name because I've been confusing it. Standard Epiphone pickups. You have that's one for the counters that count, especially that one guy every time I say word. So on the volume you have a split. It's really hard to split the single coil. Split the humbucking pickup into a single coil mode. Then you have the neck. Volume that splits the humbucker into a single coil. Regular tone for the bridge pickup. Now the tone for the neck pickup has a pull push where it changes the polarity of the pickups from series to parallel. Gives you that out of phase sound. And I did do a video comparing this to my 59 Greenie Moore Chipson replica that has proper pickups that were hand wound from a guy in Australia, Fabian. That sound amazing. I did a comparison and they are very close to one another. Very, very close. They virtually sound the same. So That's the only plus on the guitar, other than the ebony fingerboard, in my opinion, along with this cutout, this beveled um, cutout that you can get down to the lower frets on the neck. So it's got a little bit of a lip here, very much to the one I'm going to show you. So you could still get down there and not slam your hand into a block of wood. This has on it, I don't know what kind of strings, generic strings on here, a tiger maple veneer. Now, when you flip it over, you've got proper locking Grover tuners. You can see here that here's the scuff joint where the head is glued onto the neck. Now, coming down here, the neck is glued into the body. You have a three-piece mahogany back and neck, if I didn't mention it. And you can see it right here, where it's 1, 2, 3. Still looks nice. Now, the part that they contoured for on the body, I don't know why Gibson doesn't do this on every guitar, and I don't know why, like on their Prophecy guitar, it's completely smooth. It would just make for a better guitar. What's it gonna? Is it gonna really kill the brand? No, it's gonna make the brand better. Just like Fender. Fender started, upgrading their guitars and putting better parts on it and making it better to play, quality wise, sound wise, tunability. Why can't they all do it? So, and why can't they all put stainless steel frets on a guitar? I'll keep on complaining about that till the day I die. They have proper, that's two, 500, or if it's not 500K, there's a proper nickel size tone pot. The other three, because they're splittable, or they that have that pull push ability, are slightly different. But it's not shielded, and it's not shielded. Standard three-way toggle switch, no big deal. All right, this is a full-size LP style guitar. So with that, you could spend on this guitar $700 plus tax. Now you could find it used on Amazon, no, on Guitar Center's used gear page for about $550 to, I've seen them going for $599. The ones with the tops like this, the Tiger Maple tops, that's $3. Go for a little bit more than if you were to get the blue ones that were painted. So, or the red one, or keep that in mind. So comparing this, I just pointed out everything on this guitar for, a measly $700. Now, let's compare it to this guitar here that I spent $179 for from Amazon, the Leo Jaymz. I have to see it in order to pronounce it. I have to read it. So, Leo Jaymz guitar, and I'm almost certain that it's out of China because that's the guy that manufactures it. I think I saw a picture of another YouTuber speaking to the guy that builds these guitars and owns the company, and I'm almost certain that these are produced and made out of China, as is this here Epiphone, which says China. It says handcrafted in China. Okay, well, this is handcrafted in China as well. I could tell that they use the same machines to cut each guitar, because almost the way the cutouts are identical. So what we have here with this one is I don't know if that's a plastic nut. It doesn't look plastic nut. It just, I don't remember what I read on the ad, but it just doesn't look plastic to me. It could be a bone nut. It could be a Graphtec. It could be some kind of nut that's not completely plastic where it looks like it's a clear white plastic nut. In any case, regardless of that, it stays in tune. It's got, looks like copycat Grover tuners on the back. So I ordered a pair of locking tuners that resemble the same key pattern, like this head, this part of the key, and the dome. It makes it look like a Grover from Amazon, and they're the Geikers. So they will be going on. This also has 22 medium jumbo frets, the real deal. These are real medium jumbo frets. They're nice and fat. They're not that high. I like jumbo frets myself, but medium jumbo frets is what I've been playing on since the 80s, because that was like the best thing for playing and bending and the whole bit. So this also has an ebony fingerboard with trapezoid inlays that do look plastic. They almost look identical to this. The fingerboard, the ebony fingerboard, looks identical to the Epiphone. Moving down to the pickups. Whatever these pickups are, I'll probably, I am going to change them. I'm going to put Tesla. I'm being I'm being upfront with you. When I ordered the locking Geiger tuners, I ordered a set of Tesla pickups. I ordered a cream for the neck. It's a extreme, and I ordered a black one for the bridge. That was, I forget the name, but it sounded like it's going to be really badass. Um, that's 4. But these pickups are fine. They are not microphonic, which I'm very surprised about, because even when I had a Latitude guitar, that was microphonic pickups in there. So that's a surprise. But I'm just going to change them because they sound okay. They don't sound terrible, but they don't sound great. I'm used to having now with most of my Harley Benton guitars with Tesla pickups, or having a guitar that's got brand name pickups, like this Charvel's got Seymour Duncan, which is my number one pickup to go to. Unfortunately, to get a decent Seymour Duncan pickup, you're looking at $100, $250 sometimes just for one pickup. And to me, that's insane. For that much, I can buy another guitar. So my Tesla pickups, one, the extreme cream colored, that's going to match this pickup guard, was I think $52. The hot one that I got that's black, that's going in the bridge, I believe was $65 or $67. So I got one pickup in this one. I'm waiting for the neck that's coming tomorrow. I also changed the knobs because I like big knobs. So these are the knobs for the volume. I've got another pair coming for the tone that kind of resemble that, kind of red like that. I think it just matches with the guitar a lot better than the generic ones they put on it. So this one here has a tiger maple veneer as well. But look at the burst around here and look at the wood grain on there. This doesn't look anything like the photo that Amazon has up. The photo that they have, the red really looks cheesy, and it's not like that at all. I'm going to see if I could do a comparison, just have them both side by side. Which one do you like? Do you like the Epiphone or the Leo Jaymz? Um, and that's what, 5, 4? I happen to like this one. And to be honest with you, when I saw the picture of this kind of gray imaging with the red, I really didn't think I'd like it. But having this in my hands and looking at it, it really looks a lot better, again, from the photo. Now, flipping it over, look how thin this is. This is as thin as my Harley Benton, what is it, custom, that has a Floyd Rose. It's a nice thin body compared to the Epiphone. It's almost losing almost an inch, almost. I should measure it, but I don't have a measure. I don't have a tape in here, tape measure. The fact that the neck and the body are joined, being this doesn't have to have the contour like this one does. They're identical. Look how close they are. They're identical. They're both easy, especially this one, without that contour, to come down and get to those frets and play. I'm not coming down and stopping on the block, the body block behind it. So that's another thing. This one does not have shielded electric compartment for either the Tago or the volume and tones. They do have dime size pots, which when I replace the pickups, I'll be putting 500K pots in here. Now, my tech said that you could have a dime size pot that could be a 500K pot. I've never heard of that myself. So if anyone knows, or if there's anyone that's, technical in such matters, can leave a comment. I see the dime size volume and tone pots, and although I don't have any problem with hissing or humming, I just want to rip them right out and and I don't want to put the speed on them. I just want to put 500K pots in there because I think humbucking pickups just work better with 500K pots. And especially if I'm going to change these pickups and put in hotter pickups, I want it to hold without having any kind of buzzing, hissing, humming issues whatsoever. On here, you get a belly cut contour on the back of an LP. What would make this sweeter is if they had a forearm contour. Leo Jaymz could have a forearm contour like they're doing on a lot of Telecasters now, contoured here and a belly contour, belly cut. That would be sweet on an LP guitar. So yeah, this is the deal. And again here, I'm going to mention that this is a three-piece, 1, 2, 3 mahogany. Now I just noticed that this is a three-piece mahogany neck, and I'll tell you why. Here, right here. Here's the scarf joint where the head, see it, is attached to the neck. And then when you look down here, it's very hard to see. Right here, there's a curve. Can you see it right there? It's darker here and it's lighter here. So either that was added on to the neck. Maybe this is one-piece mahogany and they just needed to add a little bit more thickness to it. I don't know because I can't tell from this. Oh, no, I can now. Yes, they just added. It's like a shim. They just added a piece of wood. Because now that I could see it, let me see if I could show you all the difference. You could see the darkness right here compared to this part. So, yeah, same thing as the Epiphone. This fretwork is nice and smooth. I've got no sharp edges. I've got no sprouting. I've got no issues. The thing, when I took it out of the box, I tuned it right up to E, and everything was spot on. I didn't have to adjust the neck. I didn't have to do anything with the tuners. I didn't have to adjust the intonation. The setup is perfect, perfect for me. So, yeah, $179. And yeah, even though I spent only $179, I expect a good quality guitar, which I got right here. $700. Now, these are brand new prices. You buy this brand new. I don't know. I haven't even typed in Leo Jaymz on Guitar Center's used page. I don't even know if they have any. I know that they do have Holly Bentons and IYVs and Fireflies, but I don't know if they have any of these. But brand new, out of the box, 179, 699. You tell me which one you would pick out of the two. I know which one is up for sale, and I know which one I'm going to put a little work into to make it the way I want it. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it all. And yes, sometimes only because I've been getting these comments, sometimes I have the pedal, this backing track. Sometimes I have that a little bit too loud because the amp is set at the lowest volume without it shutting off and not hearing it at all. I've got it just that one hair above where you could actually hear it. Anything lower, you don't hear it. Anything more, it's crazy. So I have to turn the loop pedal going through this little Line 6 amp up so they kind of gel. They kind of sound like they're at the same volume. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. But besides the fact that the pedal has to be so loud coming out of the amp, I can't hear at times my actual guitar. And I've said it once or twice where I said I couldn't even hear. And there's sometimes where I couldn't hear it so terrible. I couldn't hear my guitar playing that I didn't even post the video because I had that so loud that it drowned out my guitar completely. So between playing in a band live for 10 years and playing my entire life and jamming with people and just leaving someone's house or getting done with a jam at my own house with my ears ringing and going to the range and shooting. I was at a job where once, we got paid to go, we got free range time to go and shoot because I worked security in the private sector. And anyone that was on my team went with me. I made a point, if they're working with me, they're going to go with me to the range and shoot because it's free time. And once in a month, we would take the earphones off and just shoot a mag off on the gun. Because when you're out on the street and something goes down, when you hear a gunfire go off without earmuffs, a lot of times it'll shock you. And the partners that I had weren't really geared. They were they had a pistol license, but they weren't geared to be confrontational. And I don't need someone that's going to be a deer in the headlights, with because I've had it happen, white knuckled on the steering wheel and they're just staring into space and not doing anything, or out with me and something goes down and they're panicking, or if they hear a big pop or bang, while we were in Manhattan and something happens, they're startled by it. So, and years of going to the outdoor range and saying, I don't need earphones today. Yeah, big mistake. So, for those reasons, I do apologize because, again, I don't know what I'm doing. And sometimes I do play at a key or the wrong note. That's just me, you know. So thanks for watching. Have a good day, everyone. And I hope this thing works. This would be great if it works right now. And a better tomorrow.